Today, I would like to make an argument, okay, in favor of focusing on a decent conversational level in the language that you're learning instead of worrying about fluency. Then, once you reach a decent conversational level in the language that you're learning, then you can worry about, fluency and whatever else, mastery of the language. And uh, and why is that? Well, first of all, I'm gonna say this. In language learning, we see the word fluent or fluency quite often. I I use it in my video blog, and fluent ASAP. Uh, and there it's everywhere. Become fluent faster, and so on. All sorts of programs and whatnot. And and often you see people arguing about what fluency is and what it means. And I personally think that it would be better for people to focus on language learning and spend their time that way instead of arguing about what fluency is. Because it's, who cares? So anyway, I think that let's say that you're starting to learn a language, that you're somewhat at a basic level. Instead of stressing about how long it's going to take for you to become fluent or worrying about fluency in the language, I think that most people will benefit more from actually just focusing on reaching a decent conversational level in the language first, and then worrying about mastering it and so on. Once you have that basic conversational level or a decent conversational level, you just gain confidence in the language. You can chat in the language, and then you can of course go deeper into it. You can reach an intermediate and advanced conversational level, and of course it also depends on what you need to learn the language for. Perhaps you require, or I don't know, maybe you live in a country or you need to pass an exam that will certify you as a fluent speaker for a job or whatever. Then if that's the case, of course, then you need to essentially become fluent or pass this exam, whatever it is. But I think that for everyone else, everybody else, um, it's going to be more useful to actually reach that good conversational level in which you're able to understand the other speaker, in which you're able to express your thoughts, and that's something that we can focus on. We can focus on learning how to express our thoughts more clearly. Initially at a basic conversational level, right? Like you want to learn how to say, you want to learn how to explain why you're learning the language, and you want to talk about your life and your job and your family and so on. And then, of course, build from there. And also, of course, learn how to express these thoughts, these ideas, start manipulating sentences correctly, and also develop ability to understand the other speakers, right? And as you progress in the language, then you can establish greater goals and strive to eventually master the language. Uh, but many people are going to be essentially quite satisfied after reaching a solid conversational level, and they may not even want to go further, and that's also okay. Uh, Personally, my dream is to actually master every language that I start learning eventually, but of course that takes a lot of time, a lot of dedication. I dabble a lot in different languages, which is in a way detrimental to mastering any one specific language. And but some people are going to be just like, oh, hey, then you're just a jack of all trades, but king of none. Is that the expression? I think so. Anyway, but that's just a personal choice, right? Like, I think that some polyglots or some language learners are gonna prefer to uh, just reach, like, I don't know, B1, B2, a solid intermediate level in the language, and then move on to a different one. And and a lot of people may find that sufficient, right? Like if they're, for example, if you're learning French and all you want is to be able to go to Paris and speak with Parisians and, order food and go around and do, tourism, then, you don't really need fluency. You just need what I just said a bunch of times, like a decent conversational level in the language. So, and that's like a more tangible goal anyway, and it takes a lot less time to achieve. One can achieve uh, a good conversational level much quicker than fluency. So that way, uh, by doing that, at a faster pace, it's not going to take that long. Then we're going to be more motivated to move on. So there we go.